Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you can tell by the title of the video, we are going to be playing around with the new Chanel foundation and the new Chanel concealer. I'm not even going to try and pronounce these French words. I am iffy on my French currently, and I don't want to butcher it. So if you would like to see if I enjoy these two products and the apparently new formulation, then why don't you just go ahead and keep on watching. All right guys, so let me go ahead and give you some details on the product. This is what the unicorn looks like, nothing special. The foundation has a 12-month shelf life and it was made in France. For the concealer, this has a 6-month shelf life. I mean, really? And it was also made in France. The foundation will run you for $60 and the concealer will run you for $40. I know. Crazy. But the foundation is available in 35 shades. I did look at the shade range and I don't feel that they have a dark enough shade for the deep skin tones. So I do feel they probably should work on that. For the concealer, they have 16 shades available. I feel like that's a pretty low number and they definitely need to work on the shade range. And also the darkest shade does not seem like it's dark enough. But that's just my opinion. So let's see the claims. It says it is a full coverage foundation that provides up to 24-hour wear with a soft matte finish. The lightweight texture glides seamlessly onto skin for all-day comfort and perfect looking complexion. I did watch a couple of reviews and that is how I was able to pick my shade. We shall see if it even works. I already swatched it on the back of my hand and I feel like the shade I got does have maybe a slight pinky undertone to it. I have neutral undertones, so hopefully you can't notice too much, but other than that, the shade actually does feel like it'll match me pretty well. I got the shade B30. And for the concealer, I got it in the shade B20. And the claims on this is a comfortable, long-lasting concealer that covers imperfections with buildable light to medium coverage, which I am 100% for. I don't like full coverage products. I just don't. This is what the foundation bottle looks like. It is a glass bottle and it does have a pump, which is nice. It has the Coco Chanel label at the top. And this is what the concealer looks like. It reminds me of the NARS and it has the Coco Chanel at the top. Why don't I go ahead and get these on my face? I'm all nice and prepped, so we are good to go. All right, before we get started with the foundation, let me tell you what I use to prep my skin. I use the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer for my T-zone. I used the Ofra primer. This is the Northern Lights primer. I love this. I forget I have this and it's a really good primer. And I used the Jaclyn eye primer for my under eyes. So we are all good to go. All right, let me shake this just in case. I mean, it might just work. I honestly don't even know what the B stands for. I need to do my research on how they label their foundations or their complexion products, I should say. I don't have a Nordstrom's close to me, I don't think. I'm not sure. I would have to Google it. It's not a store that I visit too often. I'm just not a Nordstrom's rack kind of girl. I'm not. Yeah, we'll see. When I swatched it in my kitchen table, it did look a little pinkish, but now that I'm applying it on my actual skin, it does look like it might be okay, and it does have neutral undertones versus pink undertones. So we shall see. I am using a Morphe E6. This is a new foundation brush that I just picked up. I keep using the Ariel and Morphe one that I absolutely love. So I'm trying to find other ones that are kind of that shape and hopefully I can use those as well. But yeah, here we go. All right, so this is what the foundation looks on my skin. If I had to guess, I probably used about a pump and a half. I don't know about the full coverage, honestly. And I really do like that it leaves a my skin but better type of finish. It definitely is a soft matte finish, which I don't mind at all. And why is it that these luxury brands feel they have to so overly scent their products? If you don't like scents in your foundations, you are not going to like this foundation. Yeah, it's very fragranced. Here it is. I think it looks beautiful. I am really loving the finish. I'm not going to test it out and see if it's full coverage because that's not how I would wear it. And I totally forgot to use a sponge on one side and a brush on the other. I pretty much almost always apply my foundations with a brush, but here it is. And I do feel like it looks pretty good. I definitely think that the shade is actually going to work great. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to jump into the concealer. Okay, so here is the concealer. Let's see what the doe foot applicator looks like. Just your standard applicator. Reminds me of a lip gloss applicator. So let's see if this shade works and if it's a lightweight concealer. I think it might work. It might be a little too light. I didn't know how to pick a shade. I tried looking for swatches. I didn't see any. Like usually it tells you, you know, like the undertones and all that good stuff, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I did go and watch some reviews, and that's how I was kind of able to pick my shades. The foundation so far, it looks like it's working great. The concealer, it might be just a tad bit too light, but we'll see. And it does feel lightweight as you apply it. I did not put any color corrector this time. This is a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH08. This is one of my favorite concealer brushes. Okay, but it's blending beautifully and it's also very, very scented. So, FYI. Okay, so this is what the under eyes are looking like. And I do feel that the formula is a very nice formula. I definitely think it is laying down beautifully in my under eyes. So I am going to powder and we'll see how it looks after that. But so far, just the formula on its own, I feel like it's looking pretty good. I mean, it better. It was $40. All right, I'm going to go in with my Pat McGrath's. This is the Sublime Perfection Under Eye Powder. And I'm going in with a Lauralee Los Angeles L12. This is in the shade medium. Let me just make sure I don't have any creases before I start powdering. So definitely once I powder, it doesn't look as bright. So I think I'll be able to make the shade B20 work. I did a very, very light layer of powder. I don't put too much powder on my under eyes because they are very dry. And I feel like they are looking pretty smooth. Definitely feel like it's light to medium. Maybe if you added more, you could build it up to medium. I feel like the more product you add, the cakier it gets in your under eyes. So I don't like to build up concealer on my under eyes. I'd rather go in with a little bit of color corrector and do it that way to make sure it covers any, you know, discoloration that the concealer is not doing. But so far it feels great. It feels lightweight and I am enjoying the finish with the under eye powder. Now let's zoom out and powder the face. Okay, so this is what everything is looking like from far away. I'm definitely enjoying the way my under eyes are looking. I'm pretty happy about that. So now let's go in and powder the rest of the face. For today, we are going to go in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Matte Loose Powder. This is a new item that they just released. I did do a review and I'll post it down below. I have really been enjoying this powder. I think it is a gorgeous powder. I'm using a Morphe Ariel A21 and the shade is Banana in this HD powder. It is actually now available on Sephora, so you can check it out. I'll go ahead and link my review, link it through the Makeup Forever website, and link it through Sephora for you down below. It's a really, really nice powder. I'm actually very glad I picked it up. Okay, and this is what the complexion is looking like, and I am pretty happy. Under eyes are looking good. I do see maybe one little dry spot right here, but I think it's my under eyes. They're just dry. I will be doing a wear test tomorrow, so before the outro you will be seeing that footage. But yeah, so far so good. By the way, this is my very first Chanel makeup purchase. I'm pretty excited because it would have sucked if I hated this, right? And so far, first impressions, everything is looking beautiful. I feel like the shades I picked actually match pretty well and they are looking pretty well. So I am super ecstatic about that because I was so worried. You'll probably seen a couple of reviews on this foundation, and the reason is because they recently reformulated and took out one of the ingredients. I don't know exactly what that ingredient is, but according to a couple of the reviews I saw, they took out one of the ingredients, and that is why they are advertising it as a new release that has been reformulated. I figured now is a good time to test it out and see if I like it. Hopefully they won't change it again. But so far so good. So far so good. I am enjoying the way my complexion is looking. So let me go ahead and finish off my face. You will see the wear test after this in future Miri, however that works. And then after that footage, I'll do my outro and you'll see the full face. So let's go on to the wear test. Hi guys, this is my one and only check-in. It is now 4:30 and I finished applying the Chanel foundation and the Chanel concealer at 12 p.m. It's been a busy day. And we just got back from having some Mexican food. So I have definitely put this foundation and concealer to the test as far as taking it out to the heat and seeing how it performed. So it has been about 4.5 hours, almost 5, and I am still really enjoying the way it looks. I do feel like it's a definite my skin but better type of foundation. So if that is not your jam, I don't think you would enjoy this foundation. But for me personally, I'm really loving it. Like I said, it reminds me of the Armani foundation that I have and I really love. So I'm super excited because it was so expensive and I love it. So super stoked that it works for me and my skin. Don't you worry, I will put information in the description box on my skin type, how old I am, and all that other good stuff, okay? Just in case you are interested and just in case you want to know how this would work for you. So I give it 2 thumbs up. New formulation, I guess, is amazing because I'm loving it and I cannot wait to keep adding to my Chanel collection. So with that being said, why don't I go ahead and send you back into the makeup studio so Miri can do her outro. All right guys, I am back. Face is all nice and done, and you have already seen my check-ins for the wear test and you already know what my final verdict is. But as of right now, first impressions, I am really loving both the foundation and the concealer. I do feel like my base looks beautiful. My under eyes are also looking great. They don't look drying at all, so I'm excited about that. I did check and there is 1 ounce in this and there is 7.5 grams in the concealer, which equals 2 0.26 ounces. For the concealer, I don't know if that's standard, but for the foundation, that is definitely standard, the 1 ounce. This is $5 cheaper than my Armani foundation, and it definitely reminds me as far as the finish and the texture of the Armani foundation, which I absolutely love. So I hope you guys enjoyed me dipping into some Chanel makeup. I certainly had fun. You guys already know, because I've mentioned it on my channel before, complexion is one of my favorite parts of makeup. I'm super excited, and hopefully I can add the Chanel foundation to my favorite luxury brand foundations that I own. I would love it if you gave this video a big ol' thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm and hopefully reaching some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. I am on the wonderful journey of hopefully reaching 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2021, and you can help me out by clicking the subscribe button. All right guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye.